Well, good afternoon, folks. Doug here with Sewell Motorcoach in Harrodsburg, Kentucky, coming at you from my new favorite spot with an absolutely stunning coach that hits just a tremendous amount of value. And that's the theme of this video today, is a late model Allegro bus that's going to be the best value in the country. Let's take you on a full tour of this one. We'll walk around the entire coach. Maybe we'll even open up some bays. We're going to put the slides out. We're going to show you inside this coach. It is absolutely beautiful. Let's not wait any longer. Let's get going. Today in front of you, you're looking at a 2019 Tiffin Allegro bus, folks. This is the first year of the brand new body style, the new XSP floor plans. We're going to have the raised floor. I can't wait to get inside this one. But you're looking at, a 2019 Tiffin Allegro bus, 40 AP. This coach comes in at 56,000 miles on it, somewhere in the mid 2,000 hour range, like 2,600 hours on the generator. And what's so exciting about this coach and those miles and those generator hours is the value that you get. This is a one-owner machine. It's been very well cared for, extremely well loved and maintained. And really the only thing negative on the outside I see, and it's just par for the course, is you got a few bugs that are kind of burnt into the diamond shield on the front. If you wanted to remove that, give us a call. We can talk about removing the shield. I personally would just leave it as is until the shield is ready for replacement. I would just leave it just exactly the way it is. Besides needing to go through our process and get fully paint corrected, I've done several videos on paint correction that you can go back and look at on our page, on our channel, showing the process of paint correction. This coach, even though it looks great on photographs and video, and it is in excellent condition, it is due and ready for some paint correction. But I know, what are the tire date codes? Well, let's check those right now. Looks like the two front tires were manufactured in the 45th week of 2022. So it's safe to say those tires were put on in 2023 because they were made at the very end of 2022. So we got 2.5, 3-year-old steer tires, and all the four of the rear tires are going to be original to the coach with date codes of 2018, 19th week of 2018. So this is probably one of the earlier production 2019 motorhomes. And let's check around the coach and see if we see any kind of cosmetic issues, folks. I'm simply just not seeing anything. Let's pop a couple of bays open and show you inside those. This coach is in fantastic condition on the exterior. It was optioned with the Girard window awning package, outdoor TV and entertainment with soundbar, 2 power full pass-through slide-out trays, actually really nice and very clean. A little dusty is what you would expect, but very nice, very clean, no rust, really slick. I believe the broker gentleman who I buy a lot of motorhomes, he bought this from the original owner. I believe he told me it was he bought it out of California. That's actually a good thing. California, typically clean, not running across any road salt. You can tell it was very well cared for. This coach does have the seamless slide out systems. One of the last years, I think 2022 was the last year of the seamless slide out. So this one checks all the boxes for super high quality from Tiffin. I wish they would change their mind and go back to the seamless slide outs, because that really is one of the best slide outs. If you don't know, a seamless slide out is a one-piece molded piece of fiberglass that is made in Oregon and shipped to Tiffin. But unfortunately they stopped using them. I'm sure cost had a lot to do with it, and really and truthfully, there's nothing really wrong with the slide systems that Tiffin builds, but I'm sure it was just a cost-saving measure. With prices going out the roof for materials and costs, they're trying to keep the prices of these motorhomes in a reasonable range. I can understand that. I just wish it didn't happen. Also, this coach does have the full double Girard awning package. These are Nova pitch, so they're going to come out and then they're going to drop down to hover over the coach. And honestly, just an amazing feature to have if you're in a sunny area. Look, it's probably in 10 seconds of these awnings being out, it's already probably 10 degrees cooler underneath these awnings. Huge plus. All right, let's go for a quick test drive right down the highway. See how this thing performs. I will tell you this much. It is phenomenal. I drove it earlier, didn't film it, but man, just a solid. Like I said, I don't know how many times I'm going to say this in videos over the next few years. probably hundreds, but there's just something to be said for a well taken care of bus that has average of 5,000 to 10,000 miles per year. Do you hear how quiet, how smooth it is? Just phenomenal, folks. I do have to apologize for you one thing. We're gonna have to do this inside of this video tomorrow, so you may see me in a little bit of a different outfit because I have a customer that just rolled in that's gonna take up probably a couple hours of my time. So let's get back after this tomorrow. All right, well, welcome in to this absolutely beautiful Tiffin Allegro Bus, folks. This is what it's all about for me as a dealer. This is the type of unit that I want to buy and sell. This video, and you have a bus like this that you're interested in selling, and you want an easy and fast transaction, folks, and get top dollar in the wholesale world, I'm your guy. I love this bus. I'm going to turn this camera around. I'm going to stop talking. Well, I'm going to keep talking, but I'm going to stop talking with my face in the camera. For all those of you who I see your comments down, you don't want to see my face anymore, that's fine. I'm going to turn this camera around. I'm going to do exactly what you want me to and show you this beautiful motorhome. I'm going to try to hit all the highlights the best that I possibly can. We're going to start at the cockpit and we're going to work our way to the back, where this, I think, is the best floor plan, the most livable floor plan, the 40 AP. I've already been in this. I didn't see this just until now. I'm sure we can find some sort of solution for this. But there's a cracked floor tile right at the entryway. Let me turn the camera and show you. Picky, it's a little dirty out here, but there you go, right there. I mean, just as soon as you enter the coach. So I mean, we'll maybe put a piece of rubber or something, or I don't know. We'll do something to make it. You don't have to worry about that. Start up front here. This coach does have the upgraded entertainment package, or the technology package, where you get the driver's side navigation, you get the cameras that pop over there, the 2 Excite radios here. These are huge. Let's see if it has the 360. I'm pretty sure it does. Camera here. Maybe it does. Let's see. Camera. Maybe it doesn't have the 360. We're going to check that build sheet to make sure. Then we're going to have the Power Glide chassis with the 450 horsepower Cummins. Let's get that dash fired over. We'll come back to that in just a minute. So I want to show you this over here. Right over here we have the leveling system. Folks, this is a hydraulic and air leveling system. If you're not familiar with the Allegro Bus, it comes with air and hydraulic leveling. You can use the airbags to level the coach, or you can use the traditional HWH hydraulic leveling system to level the coach. Both ways with this. I love air leveling. It's the best thing. It's the best option ever put on a motorhome. It's the best way to level your coach. Let's check that mileage and the generator hours right quick. So we got right down here 55,948 miles. Yes, we have 2,760.2 hours on the generator. I know what you're thinking. I know. That seems like high generator hours. Well, let's do the math real quick and see, because 55,000, essentially 56,000 miles on this coach. This is a 2019, so this coach could have been on the road in 2018. We're at the end, or towards the end, of 2025. So that is essentially, could be up to 7 years. This coach could be up to 7 years old now. So let's do the math. I'm going to have to do a different take to get you the math. The math says that at 56,000 miles, if this coach has been on the road for 7 years, folks, that is 8,000 miles a year. That is right in between what I like to see. I want to see between 5,000 and 10,000 miles of average use per year. The generator hours, that's about 380 hours per year. That means that's about a service and a half. Well, that's about two and a half services per year. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all, especially when you see, now I got to be careful. There is a small stack. I'm sure this isn't all of them, but there is a small stack of service records This coach came out of California. I bought it from a broker friend of mine who's in Florida. So the coach literally traveled from California all the way out to Florida. I picked it up in Florida and drove it here 800 miles. So, I mean, there's a really good test drive on it. The driver, I talked to him this morning, who happens to be my lead technician, said this bus performed flawlessly. He put probably about 12 hours on the generator himself, slept in the coach, and really had no issues whatsoever. 380 hours per year on the generator, 55,000 miles. The coach has been used. I mean, that's what you want to see, but it's in phenomenal shape. You would not expect. I've had motorhomes with 10,000 miles that aren't as good a shape as this one, folks. I showed you the little cracked floor tile. I've got a couple. If you see back here, you see the bottom, right, that door right there. I've got that little pocket door that needs a little bit of attention. I got another pocket door in the back that's acting a little bit weird. Cosmetically, the coach is in phenomenal shape. There's nothing wrong with no furniture. I don't see any dings, dents on the cabinets. I don't see any cracked floor tiles other than the one at the entryway. Coach is in superb condition. Let's continue this. This tour. As we make our way towards the back of the coach here, I mean, you're going to find this coach to be in phenomenal shape. Like I said, we have the original manuals, the original Allegro Bus book. I got to be careful. We're going to have to redact that information, the customer's personal information on there. It is not legal for me to share that with you, but I do have a small stack of service records there from Tiffin. That's all the Tiffin. That's just the service records from Tiffin only. They're all Tiffin records. I love the cabinets. I love the furniture options in here. We're going to have the freestanding recliner. We can pull that out, point it towards the television. You can lay on the sofa and watch this TV. You can spin these chairs around. These are also recliners. This chair will spin around. It's got a power recliner in it. This becomes a recliner. So yes, you can point that towards the main midship television. All of you folks who discount this floor plan, I can't tell you how many times I bring somebody that looked at this floor plan on paper. If you're just looking at the floor plan, you discount it because there's no TV directly across from the furniture. But once you bring somebody in one of these floor plans, they quickly realize that this literally is the best floor plan if you're going to go out and spend a lot of time in your coach. Nothing wrong with the bath and a half. I love the 40 IH floor plan. There's a reason it's the #1 seller, but a lot of folks that we deal with really love this floor plan. And if you can get past getting a little bit creative on how you watch TV, whether it be flipping this chair, being on the sofa one way or another to watch TV, or moving this recliner, you're going to gain a whole lot more storage, room, and capability to live full-time in a coach. You're thinking, well, what if I don't want to live full-time in a coach? Well, if you're buying a coach like this, odds are you're going to spend more than just a weekend in the coach. You're going to spend weeks at a time, and that's where this coach comes into play. You don't give up a lot of room with that half bath. You got to have a really nice sized midship bath, and we're going to get to that in just a second. Across from the sofa here, this huge, like 110-inch sofa and the freestanding recliner. Right next to that's going to be a flat panel television with some backlighting, a fireplace, and across from that's going to be our computer dinette workstation. This does pull out, and there should be extra chairs somewhere in the coach. I believe they're going to probably be parked underneath the coach. I did not see them in the closet, but we'll try to find those for you. Next to that's going to be the galley. It does have an extendable island here, as you can see, with that same beautiful Corian solid surface countertop. 2019 was the first year of the galley window, and I just love that glass backsplash. And we're going to have an true induction cooktop right here. Convection microwave. That's a Sharp Carousel, folks. That's a great unit. Sharp Carousel convection microwave oven. And we're going to have a Fisher & Paykel dishwasher with panel ready to match all the cabinetry. And also does a great job to have a stainless steel apron sink. This is a single bowl stainless steel sink with matching Corian covers to extend that countertop to make it feel massive. Round out the galley, we have lots of storage drawers, cabinetry above, and then yes, we do have a pantry. Let's make it over next to the refrigerator. And right next to our Whirlpool refrigerator, we're going to get to that pantry in just a second, but we are going to have water in the door and ice. Let's see here. Wait a minute. This is one? Yes. Okay. So water and ice in the door on this unit. Discussing a higher mileage motorhome. The first thing that comes to mind for me is condition, and that's why I always get an inspection before I buy anything. I had this coach inspected. It inspected great. Really no issues that came up on that inspection. The issues I'm finding now are a couple of doors and that cosmetic issue with the tile. No big deal whatsoever. There you go. There's your pantry. And folks, do not be concerned. This is not dirt. This is marking from the wood, from like metal cans rubbing against all of this. This will mostly wipe up with a magic eraser, but we do have a little liner material we use when we see this. This is a common thing we see with this type of wood material. So we will fill these with liner if they don't clean up. Across from the pantry is going to be our entire house system. We can control everything from our heated floors to our 3 air conditioners, inverter, auto generator start. We can stop our generator here. As you can see, we got 2,760 hours. We can turn our water pump on, operate our aqua hot. We can operate our power shades, our slide outs, and so many more features. I almost forgot to mention this does have the central vacuum system in the coach. That is the kick plate for the central vacuum, and then just around the corner will be the equipment plug-in, so you can run it's got its own little vacuum deal with the central vacuum, so you can sweep everything in here, or you can hook up the equipment just around the corner. Okay, let's make our way into the bathroom. Likely my favorite. Well, the bathroom and the master bath in this coach are absolutely my favorite part of this coach, 100% without a doubt. As we walk in the bathroom, every part of a Tiffin is just amazing, from their lighting to their design to their solid wood cabinetry. Really, really well done. And as we walk in here, you're going to see a Dometic power flush toilet. This toilet is the only toilet in the coach, and it drops straight into the black tank, so no worry about macerator lines getting stopped up or macerator toilet not working because your tank is showing too full. Next to the toilet is going to be this beautiful double bowl vanity with storage drawers down below and that gorgeous glass backsplash. And yes, these are medicine cabinets. They do open and have storage in behind. Just love the way they did these faucets. They mounted them wall-mounted faucets. I mean, just way ahead of the time here, in my opinion. And that beautiful stonework on the Corian, where you have a Corian line sink here. But the highlight of this bathroom is definitely this massive, huge midship shower with Corian line walls and that same glass backsplash throughout, multiple rain, like a rain head, shower head, and we have a little wand here. As we make our way into the rear bedroom, I do want to talk extensively about this king size electric bed. But before we do that, let's discuss my favorite feature and option in any motorhome that I've seen of recent. From 2019 and up, I think maybe even 18, they had this option. I think it's possible. Actually, I know because we had one. But 2018 and up, they had this option for the fireplace and the television on a televator with wardrobes on either side. Just an ingenious way to design the slide out. I do want to talk quite a bit about this king size bed, because if you'll notice, it looks like it doesn't give us much room here. This is the position. This is a king size tilt-a-bed, and the benefit to this is there's multiple benefits to this. First and foremost, you have the ability to adjust and move this bed. I want to show you something here that makes this bed so easy to make. I've got the bed in the position where you would have it ready for sleeping, but then we can tilt it up, giving you more floor space in the coach, and then we can actually move this bed all the way down there, giving you more and easy access to the head of the bed, so it makes it easier to make it. As we push the button, we move the bed all the way to the backside. I want to reach in here and show you how easy it would be to make this bed. We can literally get to the head of the bed. We can put our fitted sheets on and do all that kind of stuff very easily. Push the button right here, and we're going to move this bed back in the up position because I want to show you that next. What I love about this bed is that I've had the bed tilted all the way up. This is the way that we would have to stow the bed in order to move the slides in and out. But look at the extra. I'm gonna turn this camera on again and show you. Look at all the extra floor space that this gives you. Here, when we have the bed stowed up, not only can we sit in the bed and watch TV with a raised with the bed raised up, it would be very comfortable. Some people prefer to sleep with an elevated head. So this kind of doubles as maybe kind of an adjustable base in a way. But the main thing that it does for you is gives you all this extra floor space. We can move about the coach, make our way through the closet where, again, we have that flat floor slide throughout. As we step back in the closet here, you're going to notice an immense amount of storage. Look at the full length closet hanging on the back with a storage shelf above. Corian countertop back here. There's going to be some electronics in this little cabinet here. Shoe storage, another piece of Corian countertop, a safe, and then check this out. Look at all the storage. I mean, just extremely usable. Lots of drawers and cabinetry. Plus from that's going to be our laundry center, stack washer and dryer back here. Second dryer test in the second coach. Let's see here. Let's check it. Let's see how loud it is. It's too loud. Too loud, folks. That is annoying. That is loud. And we are going to fix that 100%, no doubt about it. Seems like it's 50-50. It's a crapshoot. 50 today. We got one that seems good and the one that's loud as could be. So we'll fix it though, no worries. Last thing I want to talk about in this coach before we get going is the XSP floor plan and kind of give you an understanding of how that is. That's a big difference between the 2018 and the 2019. Not only did Tiffin do a massive body style change, but they changed a lot of stuff. So let's turn the camera around yet one more time, because I know you love seeing my face, and show you what's different about the inside about this XSP style. It's not a floor plan. I call it a floor plan. It's a 40AP, but in all the floor plans for 2019 and up in the Allegro Bus, flat floor throughout the entire coach. Because starting at the front, from the moment you get to the top of the step, you have the same level of floor throughout the entire coach as we go all the way back to the coach through the bathroom or through the other entrance. As you can see right here, we have the exact same floor level height all the way to the back closet. It raises up here, but we're not stepping on that. We're not using that at all. So even through your back of your rear closet, all the way to the front, a flat floor throughout. So no step up. 2018, before, when you get to that back closet, you do have a step up from the bedroom into the closet, and it was about a good 8 or 10 inch step up, 7 or 8 inch step up. Days keep getting shorter, and that's why we're doing this video, splitting it up here. So I want to talk to you about, I'm on my way home, folks, by the way. Time has not changed yet, but fall is right around the corner. So I want to finish this video on my way home and talk to you about our process, how we operate here at Sewell Motorcoach, and exactly what we're going to do to this coach to get it ready for you. Who you buy from is as important as the coach that you buy. I say that in a lot of videos. I've been saying that a lot more recently. And I think what we do here at Sewell Motorcoach separates us from the pack. Now, I'm not saying what we do is exclusive, but there are other dealers out there that do what we do. And the main thing to you understand is what we do is we do the right thing. We want to deliver you and sell you a motorhome. We're going to leave no stone unturned. So I'm going to start out by talking about our inspection process. Every coach that we purchase and resell here at Sewell Motorcoach goes through an inspection process before we even decide to buy it. The moment that inspection is done and we send money, we're going to send one of our drivers out to go pick up that motorhome. In most cases, these coaches travel hundreds, if not thousands of miles to get here to our dealership. During that time, we're going to continue that second inspection, or start that second inspection, which continues when it arrives here at Sewell Motorcoach. When it arrives here, we're going to put a guy or two in the coach just to make sure that the coach is something that we want to resell. Essentially, we're verifying and making sure that everything on the first inspection is true. We just don't want things to hold us back. When you decide that this is the right motorhome for you, that's the third and most important inspection. And that, my friends, is the pre-delivery inspection, or otherwise known as PDI. My guys are going to get inside the coach and literally touch every button, use every system, open every drawer, and make sure everything is the way it should be. We're also going to do things like do a wheels off chassis inspection to make sure everything underneath the coach looks good, from your brakes to your tie rod ends and your ball joints. And we're going to lube the entire chassis and do a complete and full service. During that service, we're going to include services on like the engine, the transmission if it's needed, also the generator, the aqua hot system, and anything and everything else that could or needs to be serviced. Next is the detailing process. Our detailing process is not quick, folks. It is not cheap, and it is not easy. We will often do, most cases, 90% of the time, we do full paint correction on the coach. And after that's done, we're gonna wax it, detail the inside, the bays, polish the wheels. At the end of the day, we want this coach to look as beautiful as it possibly can on the outside. And then we start on the inside. We're gonna put a crew of ladies inside the coach to make sure that it is clean top to bottom. We even do an enzyme blowout treatment, where we take an enzyme treatment, we blow it throughout the entire coach that kills any and all bacteria inside the motorhome. Next up is delivery day. That's an important part, and for you to understand delivery day, folks, we don't want to just flip you the keys and wish you the best of luck. Folks, we want you to separate and plan on coming in, staying here for at least one night. What we really prefer you stay 2, and in some cases 3 nights, so we can get you acclimated with how all the systems in the coach work. But staying with us does something else for you as well. It lets you do your own inspection, and if we happen to miss something, because at the end of the day, we are human, we want the opportunity to fix that or make it right, because before you leave, we want you to be 100% happy with your new lifestyle. Because at the end of the day, before you leave, we want you to be 100% happy with your new lifestyle purchase. And yes, I said lifestyle purchase, folks. That's what this is. You're buying this motorhome to go out and live a lifestyle. And this is just essentially a tool for you to go out and enjoy yourself. But even while you're living this new lifestyle, it literally is going to be your home. And if you don't know how to use the coach and operate it, how can you possibly go out and have a good time in this brand new lifestyle? Essentially, slow down, take your time, go through our process, learn the coach, make sure you're 100% happy with it before you take off, head out on your new journey. So essentially, we say we take all the risk out of buying one of these motorhomes. It's a huge and important part of the way we operate and do business. And if you're thinking to yourself, man, this guy's just full of it, folks, if you don't believe what I'm telling you, go check Google. Go to Google, type in Sewell Motorcoach, and see what other people are saying about us. We are very, very proud of our reviews. All right, let's talk about pricing. Pricing is a big one because from day one, we decided to be a one-price dealer. You heard that right. We are a one-price dealer. We do not negotiate. The price you see listed is our absolute best price. But everything that we've talked about in this video so far, from the inspection to the services, the repairs, the detailing, the demonstration, staying with us, we charge nothing for that. So it's all included in the price at no additional charge to you. Trade-ins are very similar to our pricing strategy. We are an actual cash value trade-in dealer, meaning the number I give you for your trade-in is exactly what I will write you a check for, regardless if you buy my unit or not. I don't know how much more simple and transparent it can get than that. Yes, we have financing sources just like the big box dealers, all the same banks, same interest rates, same terms. So no worries there. We got you covered. Well, there you go. There's a closeout from the house here. It's dinner time. You know I like dinner time. It's time for me to sit down and feed my face. And folks, if you're interested in buying this motorhome and you want to talk to me directly, I have no problem with that. In fact, I look forward to it, and I highly welcome a discussion. I'm getting ready to put my cell phone number down here below, but I need you to text me, because if you're not programmed into my phone automatically declines all phone calls that are not listed as contacts. So just shoot me a text right down here at 859-613-2574 with the coach you're interested in, and I'll call you right back. Chicken. What are you doing? And for those of you who don't know, yes, that's Chicken. We named him Chicken because when he was a puppy, come here, buddy. Come here, Chicken. Come here. When he was a puppy, he was really real dark golden brown, and we were trying to figure out a name for him. And he was laying on the ground there, and I said, somebody said he looked like a piece of chicken, and sure enough, he pulled up some pictures of chicken tenders, and he looked like a chicken tender laying there on the floor. So we named him Chicken. And it's certainly not because he's a chicken, because he's a kind of a mildly, wouldn't say he's aggressive, would you, Bobby? Not really aggressive, but he'll get after it. From all of us here at Sewell Motorcoach, I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day, and I certainly hope to talk with you soon.